Hello, fellow gamers. Jim here. And today I'm very excited to be bringing you the last level of the Strawberry Jam Intermediate Lobby. Last individual level. You guys know what's coming next. Yeah, so we are playing Pointless Machines. Everyone's favorite. Everyone's favorite map. I don't care what anyone says. It's everyone's favorite map, without a doubt. Now, after we played a puzzle level last map, I'm really excited to be getting back to a normal type of Celeste gameplay, you know? With all about unlimited dashing, hyper dashing, wall bounces. Just kidding! Because Pointless Machines by Vitellari? Let's go with Vitellari. Is a puzzle map. Yay! Back-to-back puzzle maps to finish off the lobby. You gotta love it. Right, code from Caterpillar and Vitellari. With sound effects from Caterpillar. Caterpillar did loads of work in the beginner lobby, didn't they? Awesome. Sticker from Frog. Decoration from Tobia and Vitellari. With playtesting from Moose and Sergeant Snivy. This map features a memory-based mechanic. If desired, there is a display dash sequence assist option available in mod options to help with this. It's actually a very good point. I already have this turned on because I did beat this a while back and I never turned it on or off. So you can see, firstly, I like this aesthetic. I think it's pretty cool. It reminds me of the old VR missions in Metal Gear Solid. That's showing my age right there. And we've also got the puzzle map music. The puzzle music from, I think it's the Heart Room in Reflection from the main game. So no custom music for this map. So yeah, pretty rare occurrence. Now, what's this going on about with this custom map jobby? Well, if we scroll down to, you can go past all of our random mods. Where are you? Right, Strawberry Jam collab. Display dash sequence on or off. So you can see in the top left, which I'm pointing to on my screen completely pointlessly, we've got the arrows coming up. Now I could turn them off because I think I just about remember enough of this map that I could do it. But I'm going to keep them on because I think it's much more useful. And you can see the arrow display in the top of the actual map is a little bit confusing, and also you'll see it's difficult to keep an eye on. So I think having these arrows is very useful. So if you're first time playing this map, would definitely recommend. Now, what is the gimmick here? Well, we've got yellow hair. What does that mean? Well, it gives us 5 dashes. No, is it 4? Maybe 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so 4 dashes, but they don't come back unless you pick up a crystal. And the real mechanic of this map is that we need to enter a dash code in order to progress. So you see that dash code up there? Well, what you want to do is dash to the right, dash to the left, up left, dash to the up right, dash to the right, and then, oh no, we've run out of dashes to be able to complete the code. So that's right. So what you need to do is put in the code, and fairly often you will need to input the code while picking up dash refresh crystals as you go through the screen, because you aren't given enough dashes to start with in order to complete the code. And you see these codes get pretty long, right? And that the code in the map itself stays there because it's just part of the screen. So as we move around the screen, observe, you can't see it anymore. So I definitely think having that display is a good thing. Now, this is a tough puzzle map the first time you play it, but I know all the solutions, and so I think it's best if I just do them rather than mess around. So, firstly, we have 2 berries, which I forgot to mention, so keep an eye out for those. And that's 50, because this is the last level. That's 50 berries total for the lobby. That's cute. Right, so for this, we need to go right, up, right, up, right, up, left, down, left, left, right. The way we do that And there's one little interesting part in this. So the way we do that is we go right, up, left, down, left, right. And then we have one dash left, and you need to dash up right in order to actually survive the screen. So it's not just about the dash code. So remember, you're still playing a Celeste screen. So yeah, do you see how the map works, right? So you do these dashes, but you can't just do them in a vacuum. You've got to dash around the actual screen. So for this one, we have this custom block. Oh, excuse me. This custom block, which if you stand on, doesn't do anything, but if you may recognize this, if you dash into the spring, it acts like a spring. So the way we do this is we dash down right into that. Excuse me. Dash down right into that. It'll launch you straight up. Then you need to fast fall. So I don't know if you saw that, but you need to fast fall back down onto this. Then we can jump off and grab onto this. This block will not fall, which is useful. So jump around the other side, up left again, up right. Nearly. Hang on. Right, remember to fast forward to get back onto that. Then up left, up right, down right, and then we can dash up to grab that dash crystal and make it through here. Happy days. Now, does this look suspicious? It should, because there is a route up there. But how on earth do you get there? Well, I'm sure many of you will have thought of this already, but we go back through, and the room transition gives us all of these lovely dashes back. So we can climb our way back, and because we have so many dashes, it's actually not too hard to make it over there. And we are in a hidden berry room. Great success. So what we need to do here, so the first dash is a down right, which is a bit of a hint. If your first dash is down right, it usually means that you're doing a hyper. And indeed we are. So hyper, and then we need to do a wall bounce there, and use the down left and then double up left to get to this wall. Then we do another hyper off of this. Interesting. That refilled my stamina. I didn't know that was a thing. Cool. And then we can grab this, grab the berry, which kills the electricity, and we can come down for the first berry in the map and our 49th in the lobby. Awesome. Cool. So then we come back down. Happy days. Now, yeah, so you see, if you go too far, you can't go back through to the previous screen for the berry route. So remember to just turn around instantly. Now, this bloody screen messes you up because it looks like the first dash you have to do is to the left. And that is the first dash of the code, but it isn't the first dash you actually do. And oh my days, this was so confusing when I first got it. So what you actually do, at least, I mean, maybe there's a way around this, I don't know. But what I do, I'm sure this is the only solution, so you jump out here, you dash right twice, like that. And then that sets you up so that you go left, right like that, and you pick up the dash crystal right at the end of your dashes. Then you need to go down twice into that spring. Excuse me. And then we go up. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm going mad. Right. Okay, so then we go like that, and then we go like this. Now this is annoying. Jump over here so that you can do a pointless down right and then do a down left into the spring, and it springs you directly upwards. So it will feel a bit unintuitive, but just make sure that you are expecting to go straight up and you should be fine. Cool. All right, this screen's tricky because it has 2 dash codes. So we need to do 1 dash code to unlock the single dotted button. You can see up there that this thing here, this particular block, has 1 eye socket, 1 eye, 1 pupil. And then this one is opening one with 4, which is over to the end. So we do need to do both codes, but we need to do the first one first, unsurprisingly. So what we do here is we dash through this little gap, we come down, then we dash to the right. That gets us here. We might feel like we've gone wrong, but we have not, because then we jump over here, then we go left, and then we have to do the second code. Yeah, so right, upright, quickly quickly turn back around to dash down through this gap, and then we end up here. And then left. I've kind of forgotten the second code. Hang on, let me just focus on this for a sec. Right, left. Oh yeah, no, okay, I remember. Yeah, be careful with this. You need to turn around pretty rapidly. In fact, you need to be holding left, basically. As soon as you start dashing, hold left. Okay, and then we go left. Okay, upright. Yeah, so that's the order. Did you follow that? I might do that one more time, assuming it lets me. Yeah, okay. So follow the order in which I activate the electricity block at the end there. Then. So you've got to be quite specific. And they're also like down diagonals rather than... The last one is a down left rather than just a left. So just bear that in mind. Okay, now this one is just a tough-ish puzzle. It doesn't have anything particularly interesting, although you will notice the extra route up top there, which is nice. So what we want to do here, dash down left into that spring, which is confusing as all hell. Then grab onto this, jump over this, then dash to the left, and then we hit this once. Then we go right, left, something like that, just better. Okay, left, up, right, right, left, down, left. Make sure you then dash down into that spring. We can use our last dash to go upright into the electricity block. That gives us back our dash. Remember, that's quite an important mechanic from Farewell. When you break an electricity block, it gives you back your dash. Right, now this thing, when I first beat this, I did beat this myself. I was very proud to have done it, but bloody hell, it was seriously tricky to figure out. And it's quite a fun idea, right? It's just a big screen. You can put in the dashes however you want, and it's got some refill crystals. Now, I might just go for it and then try and explain it on the second time, right? Okay, so let's see if I remember. There we go. Got it. First try. And that is 50th berry for the lobby and the second berry in the level. Now, let me try this again and show you where you can get stuck. So the first thing to note is that first crystal is quite hard to reach. So make sure you really extend your dashes, but make sure you get that crystal right at the end. Yep. And then the trick is to go round the underside of that one and pick it up on the way back, because you can very easily collect it like the first time, but you need to ignore it, go round it, get the other one, get the double crystal. Yeah. So pick up the first one at the very end of your dash with your fourth dash, effectively. Then go round the second one, pick up the double dash instead. That double dash only gives you 2 dashes back. It puts your hair into pink state rather than into yellow state, so you don't get too many extra dashes there. And then pick up this dash with your last of the other ones, and then we go up, up, and then what you just need to be careful, when you hit the last right dash, you instantly then dash up left, because that block will move out the way. You do not have a lot of time to grab the berry that's hidden under it. So I hope that was followable. Very good. I did like that berry, but oh my days, figuring that out myself when I did first time around, super tough. Now, this is a fun screen, because what we have to do here is avoid activating the dash code. What is the dash code? One right dash. So you need to do this whole screen without dashing right, which is pretty fun. So instead we go up right, down right. Sorry, up right, down right, up, up, then down, then up right again. I didn't plan that, but that's fine. Did you see what I did? So everything has to be a diagonal. When it looks like you might normally dash right, instead you have to diagonal dash right. And You can dash right at the end. You can dash right at the end. Don't like saying right twice in a row, apparently. As long as you are quick underneath this block. There you go. That was fun. Now, this is a tough puzzle. Again, I was very proud when I beat it the first time. It has also got final screen vibes, which is because it is the final screen. I quite like it as well in that it spills out, just the code spills out into the ether, and it ends with 5 up dashes, which is really fun. Okay, so what are we doing here? Well, let's have a quick look here. So we've got this big void down here with a crystal, so we're coming down here at some point. We've got an electricity box. We've got a few refill crystals around. They're all double refills though, so be careful they don't give you the full suite of your dashes back. So what do we do? So we go right, up, down, right, and then we want to come down this second one here. Oh, I got that wrong. Sorry. My bad. Okay, right, up, down, left. Yeah, so you need to come through here. It's a little bit difficult to commentate this while I'm doing it. A little bit. It's not. I'm making it look a little bit harder than maybe it is. But yeah, it's coming. Sorry, you go left, then down, left, not down, left, then left. I'm getting those in the wrong order. Okay, left, down, left, up, right, up, 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 and then this is where you do loads of ups, and we make our way safely through here. And we are at the end. Hooray! And that was Pointless Machines. Booyakasha! Yeah, I really enjoyed that map. When I played it for the first time, the puzzles were super tough. Playing it again when you know the solutions, it's not too bad, but it's still a little bit of execution challenge in there. So, yeah, good stuff. So thanks, you guys on screen now. So what are we going to say about that map? Well, obviously the gameplay and mechanic vibe check and all of that. I love the vibes. Let's start with the vibes because it was this sort of virtual reality playtest area puzzle map. So, you know, if you don't like puzzle maps, you ain't going to like this one. I like that the music was the music from the one of the puzzle screens in the base game. Thought that was a cute touch, especially as that was all about dash codes, actually, wasn't it? Now that I think about it. And then, you know, you start with yellow hair and you get 4 dashes. They run out. You've got to put in the dash code. That's what the whole map was. I thought it was very clever and very well implemented, actually. So, yeah, respect. Well done. Well done, team. That was fun. Now, berry-wise, we had 2 berries. The first one didn't feel that special in that it felt like it could have just been any other screen in the map. It was a cool puzzle. A little bit harder. You have to do a hyper into a wall bounce. Well, hyper and then a wall bounce later. And maybe it was a bit tighter than some of the others. But the second berry, I think, was really cool. I really liked it. Proper tough puzzle because you just think you have to get those crystals in order, but you don't. You go round and, you know, it was just an interesting idea to just give you a completely empty screen as a sort of a playground, and then you have to figure out how to dash your way up to the top of the screen while obviously fulfilling the code requirements. So great. And then fun and difficulty. I had fun. The execution is enough that even though I know the solutions, having beaten it before, again, kind of like Pufferfish Transportation Company, yeah, the execution was enough to keep me interested. And I like having multiple dashes. It was quite fun, dashing a lot, even if you're not really allowed to dash wherever you want. You have to do it in a specific way. So yeah, I had fun. I had fun. Probably, I know people either love it. This is a bit of a Marmite level. People either love it or hate it. And I'm probably in the love category. But obviously now that is a solved level for me, it loses a lot of its difficulty and a lot of its charm, but still really good. So let us go have a quick look at the journal and our sticker. So there's the sticker. I mean, yeah, it does what it's, you know, it does what it set out to achieve. Yeah, can't say fairer than that. It's definitely, you wouldn't mistake that for any other level. That is definitely the Pointless Machines sticker. And then we can see we got our 2 berries, 36 deaths with 12 minutes in the map. 15 minutes versus 12. I don't know. Don't know what I did. What I did there. Never mind. But yeah, so that is every berry in the lobby, I think. Yep. And what we're saying? Just under 5 hours of playtime so far. Very good. Now, what has appeared? A new challenger has arrived. Raspberry Roots. I'm excited, everyone, and we get to do that next time. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.